Hi, everybody, and happy Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yes, Thursday mass make. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Wait
a minute. We need mute on the TV.
I was going to say, is that me? No, that's not me.
No, it was me. It was the TV, and I'm listening to it going, oh, wow, we're live. Oh, my goodness. This is the week of preparation for the sale, so you know these three brains right here are pretty much fried already. So, hi, Toby. Hello, Margie. Hi, KK. Good to see you. Hey, Laura. Who else is here? Hi, Sandra Lou. Happy to see you too. Oh, my goodness. How's everybody doing? I'm going to take this screen for just a minute so y'all can see. It's the week of April 18th to the 23rd, and it's happy birthday, Happy Paper People. Happy birthday to all you Happy Paper People, because April 18th exactly was this week. Monday was Happy Paper People birthday anniversary. So happy birthday to everybody, and don't forget about Saturday, May 7th, our 12-hour live birthday party. It's going to be a hoot and a holler. Hoot and a holler. Hey, am I just hooting and hollering alone here? I got Debbie and Candy with me.
Hi, ladies.
Hey.
Hey.
So Monday, if you did any swatching, Monday's hashtag is hashtag Monday Jumpstart Swatch. Today's hashtag Mass Make Hidden Journal Card. Don't forget to come back after it's over, or go to any of the videos on YouTube and leave a comment. In the comment, leave hashtag 1000 subs. Did anybody see the video I put up on Tuesday? Quick 10-minute, just a 10-minute video. Get some more little tutorials in there that are just short and sweet, besides all the lives. If you do see those, please leave a comment on them so that I know that you're seeing them and that they are worth doing. Because if they are, I will do more of those. I like those short, sweet 10-minute ones. This weekend, it's tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Are you ready, Candy? Debbie?
No.
Oh, no. I'm with Candy.
No.
Candy with the masses here.
No. Tomorrow. Okay, they'll be ready by tonight. I promise. Tomorrow is sale day. Tomorrow is Friday, April 22nd. We have sales starting at 1 p.m., segment 2 at 6 p.m., and then on Saturday, the 23rd, we have segment 3 starting at 9 a.m. and segment 4 starting at 1 p.m. And let's see, we've got about 13 people here already. So you guys will hear it first. In case if I forget to repeat it, then I forget to repeat it. Hi, Christy. Who else has come in there? Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Cheryl. We are going to do some clearance things. I have been going through all the sale boxes, and yeah, I've been working. Feels like 24 hours a day for the past 2 weeks, and we are clearancing. I've been inventorying, and we're going to clearance. So get ready for some clearance prices at this sale. We're clearancing out tools. All tools that I have are going to be clearance price, like 50% or less than 50% of retail, because there's not that many of them. So whatever's left is going to be clearanced out. And a bunch of other stuff I don't even remember anymore because we've been going through so much. So you might want to put those on your calendar and pop in if you can, whenever you can. Saturday Night Live, we might change that. But right now, hashtag SNL Unfinished Projects. I know that I kill these guys when we do a weekend sale, and I don't expect anybody to have half a brain left when it comes time for Saturday Night Live. So we need to do something that is not going to take a whole lot of thought, but that we can just relax and enjoy. I'm not sure unfinished projects is it, because I might have to think too hard and focus on an unfinished project. So I have something else in mind. So I'm going to run it by Debbie and Candy and then decide. And then I'll put it up on the Saturday Night Live event so that you'll know. But there's your hashtags for the week. How's everybody doing? Having a good week? Sylvia, Fifia, favorite journal. Saw your recent additional beautiful special edition artist hands created. Wow. Wow, Margie, you have a journal that your daughter created. Is it in the group and I just haven't seen it yet? I tell you, I've had my head in these boxes all week long. I'm going to have to go look. Oh, maybe that was Glennis's that Laura created. Is that the one she saw? Okay, so who's going to create with us today? We are going to make hidden journal cards. Here's a hidden journal card. Let me do this and then we'll go back to all three. Here is a hidden journal card. The journal card is hidden down inside. You can write on both sides. And it just goes down in there. There's one. Here's another one. That one got a little warpy. Got a lot of glue because I put a lot of stuff. And then here was the grungy one that Laura made me make on Saturday Night Live. So who's going to make hidden journal cards with us today? It is super simple. You could whip out a whole bunch of these. You can make them any size you want. I'm going to give you this size, super simple dimension. And the reason is because I like to use the index card. Very basic. Index card is a good journal card. So this is the size that I make with the index card. That's the size I will give you. But then you can make them larger, smaller, anything you want. Do you need to take pictures of a tag book and made? Oh, yes, 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 definitely. Thank you, Laura. Cheryl's here. Sandra. Okay, so Sandy's going along with us. Toby's working along with us. Kathy and KK, awesome. Okay, cool. So super easy. This is super easy to make, but so much fun. Once you do these, you can glue like this. Okay, this one you could actually journal on the back here too. So I probably wouldn't glue that down because it could be journaled front, back, and back of the tag holder or the journal card holder. You could take it and glue it down. I would glue just the bottom portion or even 3 sides of the bottom portion. And if that's glued on the page, then this will slide in and out easily. You could also put a paper clip on them. This is a giant paper clip. I didn't even glue this on. I just slid it in. And so that could be slid onto a page or onto a pocket. So there's a lot of ways. You know, it can be a floater and could be attached with a small paper clip on the side of a page. A lot of ways you can use these as a floater or attached. Either way. So I'm going to use that as our template because it's undecorated. And I'm going to make these and not decorate them for the most part until I go to use them. But real basic, real easy. So if you have a 6x6 paper pad that you want to use up, you can use that. You just have to cut your index card down by 1/4 of an inch. But if you're using a 12x12 or any larger piece of paper, let's see. I think I'm going to do one out of this if it's wide enough. That's 6. Well, I could make it wide enough. If I'm cutting down a larger piece of paper, I will do it 6.5 inches wide. And go this way. Okay, so 6.5 inches wide. My paper cutter only goes to 6.25, so I can go right to there. 6.5 inches wide. Where I know I wrote it down on a card. Seriously? Why did they always disappear? It's been sitting here for the last 2 hours, and then all of a sudden we go live and it disappears. I swear. It's the gremlins. Okay, 6.5 inches wide and 5 3/4 inches tall. I wrote that down so I could just set it here so you could see and remember. 6.5 wide, 5 3/4 tall is exactly what you need to use an index card as your journal card. I have this stack here that was used for a previous project, and it has just a little bit of writing on it. And so I'm using those up, which is why I put a sticker down here, because it covers that little bit of writing on each one of them. Okay, so now here's the really difficult part. Fold it in half. We're getting really technical. Oh, look how grungy. That's kind of cool. This is velvet, raised velvet. And I didn't even realize the paper's a little bit grungy in there between it. Maybe it's not supposed to be. I don't know. All right, so fold this piece of paper in half. I'm going to try to get accurate. You could use not a bone folder. You could use a scoreboard if you wanted to. Not bothering. I'm just going to fold it in half. Okay. And then take your glue. Now, here's where you do want to get technical and get as close to the edge as you can, because you need all the space inside of it. So just a tiny bead of glue, very close to the edge. I don't know how hard I try. No matter how hard I try, I cannot draw a straight bead of glue. Down the side and across the bottom. That's all you need. You don't even have to do across the bottom if you don't want to, technically, because nothing's going to fall out the bottom. So down the side and across the bottom. And then you can even decide which one you wanted to be the front. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, so down the side, across the bottom, and that is your 6.5 wide, 5 3/4 tall piece of paper is now the size of your hidden journal card. Now you want to put it down and cut 1 inch off the top. 1 inch off the top. So it's 5 3/4. I'm going to move it down to 4 3/4 and cut 1 inch. So now I have 4 3/4 and 1 inch. Thank you for answering that, Margie. I don't know how to do that. See, I told you it was difficult. If you really, and I'll do a 6x6 next. But this is if you're cutting it from a larger piece. So it's 6.5 by 5 3/4. Fold it in half. Just glue down the side and across the bottom. And then I just cut 1 inch off the top. That's all I did. I know this is so difficult. Sometimes we just need a difficult one, guys. And then you're going to stick this into your top. Now, you might look and see which side you want to be the front. Do you want the lines in the front, or do you want the solid in the front? If it doesn't matter. I'd like to get rid of that. Are these all? They are all. Let's see if there's one that's closer to the corner. Poor Candy has been so sick. Candy's whole family's sick. There we go.
KK has a question. Just a second. 6 by 6.5
Margie
by
answered
what?
that one. Yeah,
Margie.
Margie.
5 by 5 3/4, and then we cut 1 inch off. So now it's 4 3/4. And actually, and you know, it all depends on how much you put up inside this. You can put just, you know, 1/4 of an inch into here. I'm putting a little bit more because I need it to cover this little bit of writing here. That's why I'm going so far into that inch. Normally, I'd probably put it about halfway into the inch. So I would put about a 1/2 inch in there and leave as much journal card as possible. So about a 1/2 inch. But I want to cover that writing in the corner. So I'm going down a little farther like that. Okay. And so that's what it's going to be. I'm going to try it before I glue it. And see, this is where I need to make sure that I glued close to the edge to make sure it'll go in. I do want it to be fairly snug because then the bottom doesn't just fall off. But if I don't glue close enough to the edge, then I end up with it way too snug, way too tight. So I'll try doing this a couple of times. Actually, this is a little easier with my metal ruler. Get down here and make sure that it's open over to the edge. That I didn't accidentally get glue in too far. Because, you know, I cannot draw a straight glue line. So, and as I'm putting it in, I push it towards the folded side. That does help it slide down easier when you push it towards the folded side. So it's not competing with the glue on the glued side. Okay, so that will go in. So I'm going to go back to make sure I've got the right side with the right side, the folded and the folded. Okay. And I'm going to put this here. I want to cover that piece of paper or cover that writing. So I'm sticking it in far. If I'm not using one that has writing on it, actually, maybe this doesn't have as much on this side. I can put a sticker over that one. Yeah, if I do that one, I don't have to stick it in as far if I do that end. Okay. Now, what's important is that it is straight. It needs to be straight in my top, because if it's glued a little bit crooked in my top and then I go to put it in here, it's not going to fit. Either that or it's going to go in and my top is going to be crooked and my top is not going to fit. Does that make sense? So if I put that in straight, if I get the card in straight, you can see how my top would be crooked there and is not going to line up. So it's really important that my card is straight into my top here. So if you want to, you can go all the way to the top, because if you line up top with top, it's a flat edge, and then you know for sure you've gotten it straight. It also helps if you bring it down here to the folded side and push it against the folded side, because then if it's straight against the folded side, then you hope it's straight all the rest of the way down. And the farther it is into this little top piece, the more you'll know that it is straight all the way down. So once I believe I have it straight, then I'm going to hold it and I'm going to stick it in here. Now I'm holding it tight with my right hand because I don't want it to move. Even if it catches the edge a bit, I don't want it to move. I want to know that it's straight. And if it's not, then I could adjust it right there. Is that that's the wrong end? Nope, that is the right end. Why? That looked like it didn't fit there. Okay. Why does that pattern not line up? There we go. No, why does that pattern not line up? I glued the wrong end down. That's what I did. What a dork. I glued the wrong end closed. That's why that pattern doesn't line up. Oh, well, it'll work. It'll work. I can even put something over it. Like on this one, I put something that went all the way up and down. I glued it onto one side, the top or the bottom, and I glued it on the bottom actually, and then just cut that piece off, and then I pushed the card down in it so that they would meet, and then I glued the top piece on so that it would meet exactly where it was supposed to. So I could do that and cover that if I don't like the way it looks. Okay, so let me get this down in here. I wonder that looks funky because I glued the wrong end closed. I could undo it, but I'm not going to bother because it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so now that I know that lines up and it goes in, I'm still holding onto it tight. I'm going to pull it out, and it moved. What a dork. I'm having a dorky day, guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay, going to pull it out, and I need to, I did it again. Before I glue it, I'm going to hold it with my left hand, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the top part. Then I'm going to hold it with my right hand and put a little glue on the bottom part, trying to not let it move. And what I'm doing is putting a little bit of glue on both sides of that card. Make sure the card's against the folded edge. I mean, this really isn't that difficult. It's just, you know, having a moment making it look difficult. Then I'll go into the bottom.
Marianne, you're blurry.
Oops. I see that. Didn't like the movement of the glue. Okay, we'll give it a minute.
Who's doing a journal a month?
A journal a month? Who is? Sylvia is?
Sylvia did.
Oh, last year. Yeah.
Oh. Man.
And now she's working on developing an art journal planner, a planner journal.
A journal a month. I couldn't do it.
You've been pretty close because you're working on 3 or 4 at the same time, and you'll finish them all in a month or 2. And so if you span that out, don't you think you end up with averaging 1 a month?
Who's going to clean my house? Feed the cat.
Hire a maid.
Do the dishes.
I agree, Laura. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes they're fast. Sometimes they take me months. It all depends. Oh, okay.
Just the other day, I mean, you and I were on the phone for what, 8 hours?
What?
The day before yesterday,
when
I was working on the book, and I only did one section, one thing. It was like 8 hours or 7 hours.
Yeah. Well, I had my head in boxes and things for sale and clearance items. She was working on a book. You guys, I cannot wait for you to see the design team projects. They are going to blow your mind. And we are going to reveal them at the sale. We're going to reveal them at the sale. And they are totally, maybe. Maybe Candy.
What is
I'm behind, ladies. I'm behind. No, I'm almost done.
What'd Margie say?
She says, "What does
my house
mean?" Yeah, it's like run the vacuum cleaner. I have 12 tables set up in downstairs for the little business thing, but I've got stuff spread out on 6 of them right now for 2 albums. So
sounds wonderful to me.
Yeah. So
for 2 albums.
My house would be no stuff on any of the tables other than what's supposed to be there, the lamps, the mats, whatever. But, no. Clean my house, run the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, that's
I would have
funny.
to clean my house to get somebody to come in and clean my house.
No.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
pretty
point
paper,
of-
Marianne. That's in your left hand. What is that?
This one?
That's pretty.
That's Minte's Harmony.
Ooh,
Love the
that's pretty.
back. Yeah, that's Minte's Harmony. I love the back. Got a journal going of that.
Margie says if anybody comes over to her house, she gives them a broom.
Good idea.
There you go.
Come over. I'm gonna hand you the vacuum cleaner.
Really?
Only problem is the only visitors I get are 4-legged.
Yeah, really. Okay, let's do one from a 12 by 12. I was 12. Jeez. From a 6 by 6. Let's say you want to get rid of a 6 by 6 paper pad. Let's do one from a 6 by 6. I'm going to do a black and white here. Let me decide which one.
Okay, Toby, the sale starts tomorrow, and the first session is at
12 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay, 12 o'clock tomorrow.
1 o'clock Mountain time, 12 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Central time, and 3 o'clock Eastern time. She's wondering which segment are we going to reveal the design team projects. I'm going to say it'll probably be at the tomorrow evening segment. So segment 2. Because I'll probably do a lot of the clearance things at segment 1, because a lot of people may still be at work. And since the clearance things have less of each thing left, those of you who are able to make it to that first segment are going to get the great clearance deals. So we'll probably start out with a lot of those clearance things. And then beginning of segment 2 tomorrow night, we'll reveal the design team projects. Unless, should we do one at the beginning of each segment? We've got 3 of them. We could do that. Or one somewhere in the middle of each segment. We'll have to talk about that. That might be a better idea, because then it won't be like all at once and take a whole long time. We'll be able to give sufficient time to each one individually. Hadn't thought about that. But I'm telling you guys, I'm blown away. They are the most excellent. Each one of the 3 is so very different, but they are all absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is a piece I just tore out of a 6 by 6 piece of paper, a paper pad. I got to cut the branding strip off of this. It doesn't have perforation, so I will cut the branding strip off, which makes it 6 by 6. Okay, so I know it only needs to be 5 3/4 tall. So I'm going to cut just a tiny bit. I'm going to cut 1/8 of an inch off the top and 1/8 of an inch off the bottom, so I can pretty much keep both designs, keep the flowers there. And I'll end up with 5 3/4. You could leave it at 6 if you want. You could absolutely leave it at 6. I'm just going to take that to 5 3/4. But this is 6 wide. So when I fold that and glue it, then I only have 3 wide, not 3 1/4, which means I need to take 1/4 of an inch off of my, I can't even fold straight today. I probably should pull out the scoreboard, shouldn't I? Oh, that means I need to take 1/4 of an inch off of my index card, if I'm still going to use the index cards, because the index card is 3 inches and my pocket is now 3 inches. It is not going to go in. So I will just take that to 2 3/4, chop that off, and they're good to go. All right, so I folded that in half, and I'm going to run that bead of glue as close to the edge as I can. If I could do this super straight, then there would be none of those little sticky points all the way down. Also, just a tiny bit of glue, because the more glue you have, the more it's going to squish into it and glue more than just that edge. So use the finest point you have. Okay, I didn't glue the bottom on this one. I'm going to put my ruler in and just make sure I didn't get glue, you know, anywhere on the inside here that I don't want. Okay. And then I'm just going to decide which one I want to be top, which one I want to be bottom. I guess I want the flowers right side up, so that can be the top. And then I'm going to cut 1 inch off the top. So I'm going to take that to 5. No, that's 5 3/4. So I'm taking that to 4 3/4 and cut 1 inch off the top. Pick up the right piece there. And then I'm going to slip that in. I'm putting it farther in because, again, I'm trying to cover up the writing on that paper. I've got the folded side, and the folded side, I'm going to slide it down in just to make sure that it goes in. As I slide it, I try to push it towards the folded side. That helps it go down a little bit easier. But, you know, if I didn't get a super thin bead of glue, then I've got some glue that's a little bit sticky. So my ruler helps move some of that along. I mean, I could make my card even thinner, but I don't really want to lose that writing space, as well as if you make sure your card is snug, then it stays together when you make it. If the card is too thin and you were turn it upside down, then the card's just going to fall out because it's just kind of, you know, slid in there. And when I put it, I mean, it's a hidden journal card. So the idea is that when I put this in the journal, it just looks like that. You don't even know there's a journal card in it. That's the fun of it, is that it's hidden. Okay, so I'm going to pull that out. And I'm going to hold onto the bottom part nice and tight. I'm going to put some glue on the top on both sides of the card. Glue that down. I'm going to go to the top and then put a little bit of glue on the bottom on both sides of the card. And push that down. And voila. And then I'll just put a sticker or something over here to cover that little tiny bit of writing, since it says 2013. Of course, if I waited another year, I could change it to 2023, right? There we go. I like that one because you can't even tell it's a journal card. You can't really see the cut very well. So the more design it has on it, the more, you know, variety of stuff there, the harder it is to see that cut, and it's really more of a hidden journal card. So see how easy that is? Just don't do paper on Saturday morning. Okay. 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 Well, shoot, Margie. We do have a ton of singles that we haven't even touched, and rice paper that we haven't even touched. So we have to do something on Saturday morning other than singles. So Margie's trying to get us to do all the clearance tools. Are you selling those fine tip for the glue bottles? Oh, these fine tip here? I don't have any of those, Toby. When you order the art glitter glue, they do send one with it. If you order that Barely Art glue, they also send one with it. I might start carrying the art glitter and or the Barely Art next year. Not next year, later this year. I'm not sure. I might do that. I probably should, because that's something we go through a lot of, huh? Just put the card in and put them in the...
if you do the art glitter glue, just to add to your like you don't have enough on your list type of thing. See if you can find an outlet for the stainless steel pins that go in them.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good idea. I do have a whole container of stainless steel pins. If I did carry the art glitter glue, then I could just include a stainless steel pin with them.
Right. We were looking yesterday when Sandy and Bonnie were here. We were looking on Etsy, and it were like $3 or 3 of them for $6 or something like that.
The pin?
Yeah, for 3 pins for. I don't remember. Sandra Lou was looking at it. Do you remember what they were, Sandy?
Okay. Well, I think I have. Let me show you. Joann's. Let me see if I've got them right here. I think I do. You can get these at Joann's, and you know they're not that expensive. I mean, if I carry the glue, I would add these because it's easier than everybody having to buy a whole pack, which you don't really need. But I thought they were in with that one. Oh, here they are, I think. Seriously? I moved them? They were with that? No! Don't ever move something once it has a place. All right, let me see if I can find it online, because sometimes you look at the pins and you can't tell if they're stainless steel or not. Right. And if they're not stainless steel, y'all probably know. Yep. They rust, and so then your glue gets rusty. But also, say you get one with a bowl or something on top and you put it in there and it rusts, it will rust the pin right off of the ball, and then that pin is stuck in there. It's really weird. Don't ask me how I know, but it does happen. It does happen. Okay, let's see here. So I spent some time really trying to figure out which ones were stainless steel and which weren't.
Laura says if you look for lace pins, you will get rust-proof ones because they're used for blocking wet lace, but they are very easy to bend out of shape. Yes, all of them are. Mine are all bent. Mine's all wacky doodle. The one I have right now is all bent.
I'm looking for the exact one that I have. Here we go. Okay, I just found this on my computer. I'll do it on my phone. That way I can just pick it up and show you all. And I'll put the link in the... Okay, so this is $9.99, $10 for a pack, and it's a pack of 50. I mean, you don't need 50, and that's why I said if I carry the glue, I'll just include a pin in with each one of them. Let's see. I'm going to send. There we go. All right. I found these in store at Joann's. If I can get rid of all their advertising. Come on. They are Dritz. Okay, so look at the head of it. It looks like a button. And it's flat. And so they call them flat button head pins. That's what I have in mine right here. I just put it inside this little knitting needle cap thinger bobber. But that's what it is the Dritz flat button head pins, 50 of them, $9.99. Save 10% on your total purchase of $75 or more with the code SAVE10. That would be for an online purchase, and they always have coupons for in-store. But if you live close to people and you want to share some, or if I start carrying either the Barely Art or the Art Glitter, I will buy several packs of these and just include a couple of them. Yeah, Margie just uses this knitting needle cap thing. It's a silicone thing that fits right down over. She doesn't put the pin in. But that's what I use. And it is stainless steel for sure. Been using it for a couple of years. And because, yeah, it is hard to know which is stainless steel and which is not. And if they're not, yeah, not a good thing.
You used to get them on Amazon. Now it's like they source them out.
Wow.
The tips and the pin.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get a 2-pack. It looks like now you can just get a 1-pack. Oh, here, somebody on Etsy has them.
Oh, like this
that
silver
tip. Yeah.
pointy,
Mm-hmm.
Pointy tip. Yeah, you could buy them separately.
Oh crap! Etsy has it for $3.75, but it's $5 to ship. Huh? Interesting.
Wow, $3.75 for that for the silver tip and with a pin, or just a silver tip?
Silver tip and the pin.
Hey, Julie, Cyber Girl CA is here.
Hey, Julie.
Differentiate which Julie for you, Candy. Because last time I didn't. Yeah, but yeah, if you have a Joann's nearby and you want to pop in and get that, these are stainless steel and they do work great. I do like having some extras because now and then I drop it on the floor or down into paper or something and can't find it. I always find it later when I'm cleaning, but you know. Okay, so I'm going to do this one at 5 3/4 tall. It's 6 wide because this came out of a 6x6 paper pack. I'm going to score this one this time. See if that helps me with folding straight. Since I'm having an issue with folding straight. This is from Minte's Harmony line. So somebody asked, I just thought of this again. Somebody asked a couple of weeks ago about paper when you fold it and it cracks and what to do. So did you all know that when you score, like I put this down, I just scored it. I have to get that up in the light so I can see. I just scored it at 3. Okay. And so my indent is on this side. When you fold it, do you fold it in on that indent or do you fold it away from that indent? You got the little mountain on the other side. I don't think you can even see, maybe just barely. There's so much pattern there. But here is another, I talked about spritzing it on that day, you know, just spritzing it with a tiny spritz of water, and that really helps to keep it from cracking. But another tip is that when you score it, technically you should score it away from your indent. So score it towards the mountain. If I score this side, it creates a little hill, a little mountain on the back side. So you should fold it towards the mountain. So I want this on the outside. I scored it on the wrong side technically. And if you do that, it is not going to crack. If you score it and then fold it away from the indent, fold it towards the mountain, it will not crack. Now let's see if it cracks if I do it this way. I'm not even going to take a chance. I'm going to see if I can score over my score and go the opposite direction. undo my score and score it the other way, because often it cracks when you go the other direction. And technically, that's what the score mark is for, that you score away from your groove towards the mountain. So however you have to put that in your head to remember that. If you can remember that, it's going to help you with your paper in multiple ways, trying to fold it after you score it. Okay. I wanted this side on the outside, and that worked. I just scored it again, and it undid my score, and then I scored it one more time, and it created a new score going the opposite direction. Oh, Margie says score both sides. Interesting. Yodel on top of the mountain. So yeah, so yodel on top of the mountain. So fold it on top of the mountain. So you're folding the mountain inside to the inside. All right, so I'm going to cut 1 inch. This is 5 3/4, so I'm going to go to 4 3/4. Put the raw side. Oh, there's, get it straighter. Folded side together. There we are. I think if I put it on this side, it'll cover. Oh, nope. This was from a 6-inch paper pack, which means I have to cut off 1/4 inch because it's 3 inches. So I'm going to go to 2 3/4, and now it should fit. Remember, if I'm cutting it down from a larger piece of paper, I just need it 5 3/4 inch tall and 6.5 inch wide. And so if I want to use a 6 by 6, I can still cut that to 5 3/4 tall, but my width is a little shy, so I need to cut my index card down by 1/4 inch. That's all. Okay. So let me straighten that out. Hold that tight. Make sure it slides in. There we go. A little bit of glue on that side. Can't see. A little bit of glue on that side. A little bit of glue on this side and a little bit on that side. There we go. And then I'll just do something down here in the corner that will cover that writing too. Didn't want to throw away all those index cards. They seemed perfectly fine. And there you go. So you could do a paper clip on the back and paper clip it to, maybe paper clip it to a page. You could do a paper clip on the side. It could even be, wow, I just happen to have one right here from the same line. It's going to go in the same journal. Could be a hidden paper clip. And maybe I'm going to put that on the side and then clip that onto the side of a page and leave this floating. Or maybe you want to glue down just the bottom piece, and so when it is glued to the page, this pulls out. When you slide it back in or pull it out, push it towards the folded side. Get that glue dry and make sure it's sliding okay. Push it towards the folded edge, and it will go in much easier. I'm just going to keep those together because they're going to go together. Break on through to the other side. The doors. That door. It is the doors. I'm going to. I don't know what these guys are working on, but I'm going to pull it back there.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Oh, Candy, are you working on your design team project?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We really don't want them to see that.
I have a couple
All
done.
right.
I just cleared it. So.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, you guys, their projects are so beautiful. So beautiful. All right. I am going to, let's see. This is 6.5. Yep, it is. I cut that down from a larger piece, which means it needs to be scored at 3.25 would be center. So I'm scoring it on the outside, what I want to be the outside, so I can fold it in towards the mountain. That's kind of pretty too, but like these old phonographs. Cool. And if when you fold it, you end up with something like this, no big deal. You can just cut that tiny little bit of overage off. Just trim it. You can even glue it and then trim it. All right. Hidden paper clip with hidden journal card. You will never find that. You're right. Camouflage. Everything's going to be hidden. You're going to get this book and go, there's nothing in it. It's all hidden. It's all hiding. It'd be really cute to have a surprise stamp or image on the inside. Yeah. It would also have to be hidden. It would be. Yeah, you know, you could stamp, I could stamp in the corner of these over that little bit of writing there. It doesn't have to be a sticker. It could be, I could stamp an image over it. It's like those tattoos that they don't want the tattoo anymore, and so they go do a new tattoo over it, incorporating the tattoo into it, so you never even see the old one. You just see the new one. Anybody seen those shows? I saw one once. It was kind of interesting, actually. Okay, so this is 5 3/4. I'm going to go to 4 3/4. Give myself 1 inch. I don't think that's going to get, well, that might. Actually, what if I do this end? If I put it on this end, it can cover that whole little number, and then I only need to deal with that. Okay. Let's put it in and see if that's straight. Yep. Okay. See how easy these are to make. We love easy things, don't we? And that's not big enough to cover that. So that won't work. I've got some stickers right here. I'm seeing if any of these. Not super crazy about any of those with that. Oh, here's some little strips of washi. Yeah, a strip of washi would cover them too. Here's some rounds. We'll do that. Just smile. Oh, look at that. It's a sheer sticker. You're going to see right through it. I didn't even know it was sheer. That won't work. Goodness. Now I know. Are those sheer? No. So maybe a part of this little strip of light bulbs. Little strip of light bulbs. That'll work. And I'll probably ink the edges and do all that. I don't want anything too thick. There we go. There's our old phonographs. That works. Did I put anything on this one yet? I didn't. Let's see. That might be. Let's see if that will go there. Yep. Sticker. I'll have to just ink over that one. Not decisive enough to get a tattoo. I'm decidedly not going to get a tattoo. I ain't a comic book. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's the problem with artsy people, Laura, is every year we would change what we wanted the tattoo to be of. So, yeah. So there's that. Doesn't work very well. Pink and black. Let's see if I've got something. Is that sheer? There's a little pulling the whole thing up, not just the sticker. I hate when it pulls up the paper behind it. This sticker says, "Don't forget." That would be kind of appropriate for a journal card. That works. I think I already got these. Yep.
Oops.
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 Nobody loves oops. Oh, yeah.
I glued an end I wasn't supposed to.
Oops.
Really?
Oh. So while I've had my head in all these boxes all this week in preparation for the sale, I'm pulling out all these things to clearance. I've pulled out a few pretty special things to use for giveaways for our all-day birthday party. I'm kind of excited about that. They're pretty neat things. This is a pretty glossy. This is a pretty thick and glossy piece of paper. I wonder if that'll work. Thick and glossy cardstock.
Ha! Fixed it.
Nice. See how you are?
See how you are?
You can always fix it. That's 6. I'm going to make one out of this. 5 3/4. So let's see. I'm not thinking of the elevators in the Haunted Mansion at Disney. If a crafter says, oops, it's not so bad. If a surgeon says it, uh-oh. We can always fix it. A surgeon maybe can't always fix it, right? Some wonderful person in our group sent me copies of digital things, and there's a lot of journal cards in there that would be perfect in these envelopes. Nice. That was very special, Toby, and thank you for keeping that anonymous. I know she appreciates that anonymity. She just wanted you to have some to share that with you. So, but that is cool. They would be perfect in these. Ooh, that's pretty too. Which side should I use for the outside? think I'll do this one and then maybe use some of that to embellish it.
I gotta go check on hubby. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. That would be 3 1/4. Can't see. 3 1/4. Okay. What? Oh, this is just 6 wide, so it should be 3, not 3 1/4. Oh my goodness. Well, it's gonna have 2 score marks in it.
I
Oh well.
kind of did my own thing, but it's
What'd you do?
still working. Well, I
Right.
didn't follow your directions completely, totally, but
You're just telling
Close.
people to just do their own, go their own way, go
well,
rogue.
yeah, I just went rogue, kind of. Okay, so I have 8 done
Nice.
there.
I'm gonna make you full screen. There you go. Ooh, pretty. Those
This
are
is,
pretty.
This is Stamperia paper. This one. This is just a piece
Okay.
of. This is just a piece of scrapbook paper I grabbed to try before I used the good paper.
For you, yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
and
Provence or one of the
No,
one of
it's
the lilac?
It's called lilac flowers.
Yeah, lilac flowers.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
was hard
one
to
of
use because almost everything is directional on it,
Yeah.
and
Which you totally can. Just make sure that you're doing the 6 1/2 wide, directional facing you, because
well,
then it can
you
be
know
up and
what I
down.
did? Like I said, I did my own thing. I did 6 by 6.
And that's
And
what
then-
I'm doing on these that it came out of the paper packs, 6 by 6. I just cut my index card down. You can do them any size you want.
Yeah, and then I cut this to fit, and then
perfect.
I glued all 3 sides and then cut off the 1 inch, and then ta-da, stuck a little doohickey in.
Cool.
So, see what you've taught me?
Yay.
Yay.
They're pretty too, and I know you've got
Isn't
some
this pretty?
lavender.
I'm
Very pretty.
working on a Provence book, so I'm going to put these
That'll be
will go
gorgeous.
in the Provence
That'll
book.
be gorgeous in that. Can't wait to see that new Minte line that is Lavender Farms. Lavender Farm. Lavender Farm? Lavender Farms. I can't remember.
Use that one too. Did I order that one?
We didn't do any pre-order on any Minte because
Okay.
didn't even know about didn't have all the details to be able to put it out for pre-order. So I just pre-ordered a bunch.
Yeah, I'll have to have anything lavender.
Yeah,
that would be a nice book to put in my room since I do lavenders and greens and
yes, lavender and green. Yeah, that'd be very pretty.
purples and
That would be very pretty.
yeah, it's almost lilac season, Margie, here in Washington.
Sorry, lady sister called and been gossiping with her. I need to watch the beginning. Well, welcome back, Christy. Welcome back. Christy, I'll show you again. It's super easy. This is one of those that is super, super easy. Okay, Christy, if you're going to use I already did one of these I already cut this down to go, I forgot that I had that.
So here's one of my stories. Are you ready for a story?
Yeah.
There was a lady in Washington. I'll have to look up her name. I can't remember. It's down in Woodland. And she was from Germany. And she started a lilac farm.
Ooh.
And it flooded down there and wiped out everything. And people who had bought from her brought back starts, and it started all over again. Hilda Klager, Hilda Klager Farms. And so I think they open on Mother's Day, and you can buy starts, and they have singles, doubles, triples.
What a special story.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I think she was from Germany, I think. And I think if you look it up, you can find out the whole story. I'm just giving you the little minimums. But
the highlights.
in my old house, I had some of the starts from there, And I had some triples, and if you've ever seen a triple lilac, they are
Ooh.
beautiful, and the smells are amazing. And I don't know. I think you can still go and buy starts, and they I think the opening day is Mother's Day.
Wow. That's a great story. I love that.
No poems for me, Margie. No.
There was a lady.
The lady.
There was a lady in Washington.
I just don't remember her name. It's that old age thing.
Yeah. Hi, Dawn. Okay, so for those who just came in, Christy, I'm going to show you real quickly how to do it again because it is super, super easy. You can use paper from a 6x6 paper pack, or you can use anything larger. If you're using 6x6, okay, I use index cards to be my hidden journal card inside. If you're using from a 6x6 paper pad, you're going to adjust your index card by 1/4 of an inch, which I'll show you. If you're cutting it down to fit, then you don't have to adjust your index card because we're going to cut this accordingly. So I'm going to use a larger piece so I can show you how to cut it down. And we are going to cut this down to 6.5 inches. So you can see why the 6x6 paper pad is just barely shy, but it still works because you can make these any size you want. I'll make a mini one in a minute. I'm going to make this 6.5, but I want this whole piece of lace right here. So I cut, let's see. So I'm cutting it kind of sort of out of the center. All I did was make a little scrap that is a strip, which is okay, because on our all-day birthday party, we're going to do a scrap busting day. So if you're going to hang with me all day, the 12 hours, that would be really awesome. Don't leave me hanging here alone. You can work on any projects you want all day so you can get things done. But I'm going to have lots of easy and short show you hows on how to use scraps so that it can be a scrap busting day. So if I show you throughout the day a whole bunch of different ways to use scraps, you can just pull out your scrap bins and by the end of the day have a whole bunch of usable elements, having used up a bunch of scraps. Okay, so it needs to be 6. They're pretty. 6.5 inches wide and 5 3/4 inches tall. Okay, there you go. Christy, Dawn, anybody who just came in.
Margie says we're going to strip on your all-day celebration. Uh-oh.
Yes, we are. So bring all these. Bring all these with you.
Toby, it's in Woodland.
Margie, that's why Doug's going to be here. That's his job. Okay, 6.5 inches wide, 5 3/4 inches tall. That's what I've got here. It is, isn't it? I'm not super crazy about the back, but I really love this side.
I love that, the music and the lace.
Yes. Yeah, and this like textured fabric over here and the sewing. It's just, yeah. I'm going to use the scoreboard because I seem to be doing better when I score them in folding a straight line. Most of the ones I just did, I just folded in half. So you really just fold it in half, but I'm going to score it at 3 1/4 because that is half. So 6.5 inches scored at 3 1/4. You're going to fold it away from your score mark. It's now folded in half. So I wanted that piece of lace in the front with part of the music. Love the edge of that. Isn't that pretty? And then the back. See why I scored it at 3 1/4. Why doesn't it end up even? I did score it at 3 1/4, didn't I? Yep. Well, maybe I didn't know how to measure 6.5 because it was off the board. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I'm just slightly over 6.5, so that's okay. I'm going to score 3 1/4 from this side because I want all of this on. So you have multiple score marks. Doesn't even matter. I've done it several times already. Okay, that's the one I want to fold on. although they're very close together. Yeah, I was estimating my 6.5 because this only goes to 6 1/4. So I estimated a little too far. So I scored from the side. I wanted it 3 1/4. And when I fold that, those are awfully close together. I'll be able to just trim off the excess right here and know that I've got 6.5. I could pull out a larger paper trimmer. Yes, I could. I'm sure somebody's going to say that or has already said that. But I just wanted this small one.
To make things difficult, lady.
Yes. I just wanted a small one in my space. I didn't want a great big one in my space. All right. So there is my 6.5 wide, 5 3/4 inches tall. Okay. Now the most difficult part, Christy, grab your glue and do a very thin strip of glue up the side to glue this together, getting as close to the edge as possible. That's the difficult part because I can't glue a straight line like I can't cut a straight line. And you do want to get as close to the edge as possible. So there's my little glue strip. Just glue that down. And there's your hidden pocket. Almost done, not quite done, but literally there it is. Okay, I give that just a second to dry because then I'm going to cut it. I want to make sure I didn't squish glue into the center and glue any of my pocket closed. I just want the very edge. All right, so now determine which one you want to be the top and which one you want to be the bottom. This is the top. This is the top. So I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to cut off 1 inch. So this is 5 3/4. I'm going to put it on 4 3/4. I'm going to put the glued side up against the edge because that will give me perfectly straight. The folded side, may not be quite as straight. So cut off 1 inch. And then I'm getting my index card. And I'm going to put my index card inside. I'm going to hold it tight, make sure it's straight. Put it in here, slide it in. When you slide it in, push it against the folded side so it goes down easier. It fits nicely and my top is aligned perfectly. So I'm going to pull it back out and hold on to it tight so it doesn't shift. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up on the top on both sides of the card. Flip it over, hold it tight, put a little glue on the bottom on both sides of the card. Glue it down, and there you go. There is your hidden journal card. If you want to ink it, if you want to put anything on it, I'm upcycling these old index cards, so I'm going to put some sticker of some kind right here to cover that tiny bit of writing there. Let's see, I've got some words. I kind of like this little one here of the luggage. That would be cute. There we go. So you can ink the edges, do whatever you want on that. Love that paper. I do too. And then you could glue this down onto your page. Just glue the bottom so the top can slide out. Or you could stick a paper clip in the back and clip it to the top of a page. Or you could take a paper clip or a hidden paper clip and put it on the side and clip it on the side of a page. So it can be floating or not floating, however you like it. Easy, so easy. Oh, did Massimo make an appearance?
Yeah, he was sitting on the table.
Oh,
everybody
sweet.
saw
I didn't
cat
even look
Heiny.
up.
Yeah,
I
cat
didn't even
Heiny.
look up. Hi, Massimo. I missed him. Mr. M. Mr. Massimo.
I don't know. All of a sudden, it's this thing about if I'm sitting in this chair at this desk, I get the claws in the side of my leg. So it's like he needs the attention, but he also knows I have TREATS up here.
Right.
TREATS.
That's funny.
So usually, if I give him some, then he leaves me alone.
Huh. Is that what you did to get him off the table?
Yep.
Yeah. Eyes are trained to spot the floofs. Alrighty. These are so easy. You can just whip out tons of these. So I'll have to think ahead as to journals you're going to make. That's not exactly straight. I'm just going to straighten it up a tiny bit right there. And right there. There we go. All right. So this one, I like that one for the top. So 5 3/4. I'm going to make that 4 3/4. There we go. Okay. There we go. Perfect fit. Pull it out. So also, guys, if either the Minte or the Stamperia happens to come Saturday afternoon and there's not even time to get it into the sale, we will probably just do Saturday Night Live, turn it into a sale, because I know everybody's dying to see the new collections of Minte, new collections of Stamperia. So we'll just bring that out, whichever one, would happen to come. Look at that, and that'll be fun. So that it could be included with the invoices of this sale. Oh, I need something right there. Let's see. Those are transparent. How about one of these? How about time? That works. I'm going to use up a bunch of stickers this way too. Yay! You can embellish the outside. You could use up paper that you don't like this way and collage or do book page and clusters on the outside. That one I already did. Does that fit? It does. Now what? What are you laughing about?
Oh, I was taking a picture. I've been petting the cat, so of course there's cat hair everywhere. And I was taking a picture, and my camera says, "Oh, if you clean the lens, you'd get a clearer picture." Well, I turned it over, and
full of cat hair. Oh, that's hilarious.
I was trying to do the picture for the mask makes.
Oh yeah.
To post.
Good idea. Okay, so let's see. So we have to talk about this, but we might do a reveal of one design team project per segment, per sales segment. So we can kind of focus on each one. I kind of like that idea. You guys are going to be blown away with what they did. I'm telling you, they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Stuff you never would have thought of. And the funny thing is, I gave them all the same paper to work with. And they're all gorgeous and they're all completely different. So amazing. I am wondering what might happen if I were to round or maybe scallop. What if I scallop those two corners down there? That's kind of pretty, huh? You could even scallop the top for that matter, if you wanted to.
I might put ribbons on mine once I get it, when I get this done.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, my brain has been lost in these boxes this week. That's all I've been doing. Here, this is a good one. All right. Right here behind me. Thank you, Debbie.
What?
For reminding me.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm going to. I swear, we would end and I would go, oh, man. You can do that a bunch of ways, just like the top of a tag. You could make this look like a tag, and really it's a hidden journal card. So you could, yeah, you could do a punch a hole. You could do a staple, some ribbon on. I'm going to do this slot hole on this one. See if I can actually center it. It's pretty thick. Come on, little piece, fall out. The little piece is keeping it from, there we go. Okay, I'm going to do this slot hole, and then I'm going to take some of this yeah, just lost that too. You know what it is. All right, guys, what is this? Twill tape. Thank you. Thank you, my brain. Gosh, I swear I've lost it. I'm going to take some of this twill tape. And I'm going to, I want to go this way. Put it in this slot. You can do it with any kind of a round hole, slot hole, doesn't matter, the hanging hole. You could staple it on. Some of them I might just staple. Some can't even think of what it's called. Wow, I've really lost it, haven't I?
What do you think is going on?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like that. Need some bigger scissors to do that. There we go. So, yeah, you can make a hole in the top and just do it like you would a tag. So it looks like a square tag. You could even cut the corners if you wanted to, like a tag, or round them. Put it in the book. It looks like a tag, but no, it's a hidden journal card. I'm still going to go back and ink them all, most of them, at least. Like this will be a vintage photo. Some of my might ink a color that matches their journal.
I don't want to do anything else to mine until I decide what I'm
Exactly
doing with the book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I'll wait on decorating most of them until I know exactly where they're going in the book or which book they're going with. Yeah. So I have a question for you. when you put on ribbon or twill tape like this, do you like this side to be the front? See where how the tie is? Or do you like this side to be the front?
I like that side right
This
there.
side?
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest of you? This side where it goes over the top? Or this side where you see the two sides? Over
Where
the
the
top?
head comes
or
out of the
two?
collar.
Yeah. Yeah, the head comes out of the collar. That is kind of what it looks
I don't know.
like.
Sometimes I like it either way. It just depends on sometimes how it lays
Yeah.
and the
Maybe
pattern.
depending
If
on
I
the
have pattern on the
material
twill
you
tape.
Yeah. Limerick was the word I was trying to think of earlier, and I had to say
Yeah,
poem.
when
because
she thought I was
couldn't
going to
think
do a poem. You're the lady.
Yeah, the bin board so tight punch myself. The second side, hate when I lose words. Just like Debbie. Okay, over the top. See, I do too. Hi, Linda. I don't know if I saw you come in. I like most of the time. I like this over the top to be the front, and I like this little thing on this paper. I want that to be the front, which means that I have to turn that around. Before I did that, and everybody's like, why are you doing that? So I wanted to ask, which side do you guys like better as the front? I like the over the top. Never thought of the head coming out of the collar, but that's exactly what it looks like. Sometimes it works and depends on probably on the ribbon or on what the paper, the tag, whatever it is. But most of the time, I like the, okay, so now I want that one to be the longer one because it's going to be in back. So I'll pull it out that way. And I like it when it lays nicely like that. And sometimes depending on your ribbon, you put it on and it'll lay nicely, but it doesn't stay. It just loosens up and starts to come off. So there is that's not laying as nicely as it did the first time I put it on. It's kind of wide, so it kind of needs to fold over a bit. If I want it to stay like that, no, it needs to fold a little farther because it doesn't want to stay. Yeah, the first time I didn't even try and it laid perfectly. And now I'm trying to make it lay perfectly and it won't. Of course, just because I'm trying, right? All right. I'm going to do that again. Whatever. Let's see. Front or back? It goes from the back. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, has to go from the front. I always put it on and then realize I put it on the wrong way. It has to go in the front if I want it to go over the front. All right, so let's just lay nicely, shall we? The first time, perfectly. Okay, if it does lay the way you want it and you want it to stay there, or if you have to manipulate it to make it go where you want, you can make it stay there by putting a little dollop of glue underneath it. Fabri-Tac works great because it holds fabric really well, but art glitter glue works really well too. Does a good job of holding fabric. That's a pretty big piece of twill tape, so I'm getting some deep underneath there, but also at the edge, because this one I want it to hold that edge, keep that edge folded exactly where I want it. And this is kind of old, grungy twill tape. Back. Okay. There we go. So, yeah. So you can put a ribbon. That one might be a little bit long. I should get my long scissors. They will cut better. But that works. Okay. Put a ribbon or twill tape, or you don't have to punch a hole. You can just put your ribbon, double your ribbon over, and then staple it on. Any way you would attach it to a tag. You could attach it here. Absolutely any way. Tie it. Yeah, there is no perfect. Yeah, slick ribbon. That's it. Slick ribbon does not stay. It just starts to loosen up. So I always put a little dollop of glue under the slick ribbon because it'll never stay. I could tie it. Yeah, I could totally tie it. I don't know, Laura. Sometimes I just want this twill tape to lay just like that. It may not be perfect, but that's how I want it. So I can't let go. Embrace the wonky. Sometimes it's gotta be perfect. And this one can come out a little wonky there. It's okay. I like that. I like that wonky. And I wanted that to lay the way it was supposed to. Keep getting some buffering. No, Margie, no. Wonky is my middle name, Toby. That's awesome. We like wonky. I do like wonky on a lot of things. That's wonky feels more comfortable, more at home to me. Demand obedience from all my ribbons. See, Sylvia? See? Yes, I should be in charge of the ribbon, not the ribbon in charge of me. You start asking your ribbon to obey, and next thing you know, you have to start ironing your supplies. It's oh, that's a good point, Laura. But nope, I'm not going past the ribbon. Not going past the ribbon. Oops. Candy, can you hang for a second? I need to grab this call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I won't talk much, ladies. My throat's been bothering me. My husband is sick with what I had a couple weeks ago, and I got a cold starting. So
you're sounding awful. It wasn't who I thought it was.
I just keep drinking stuff, so that's been helpful.
Yeah.
But that's why I haven't talked a lot today, ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to save her for the sale. Yes, a dollop of glue, not a dollop of daisy. That is very true. I think this one would be good with twill tape too. Or maybe lace. Maybe.
Hashtag hidden journal cards.
What?
Is a hashtag hidden journal cards today?
Yes, it is. Hashtag mass make hidden journal card. Yep.
Card, okay.
Or cards. She pulls either one because some people will do one. Some people will do the other. Either one. Yes.
Can you, this is kind of off subject, but like on Amazon, you can go on Amazon and search for what you bought already? Can you do that on Etsy?
Yes, you can. You can see I think you can see your purchase history.
Well, I can see my purchases, but like I have hundreds of them.
Oh.
So you're saying once you go into your purchases, can you search?
Right.
That I don't know. Are you in your purchases? Is there
search bar? I mean, I can, but I've only gotten a few things off Etsy. I've only got like 5-6 things off Etsy. Oh, you mean Etsy? Oh, yeah. No, I got 100. Yeah, you can, but it's pages and pages and pages, and you on the search.
Yeah. So I was just wondering if you can search through them.
Yeah, but it always comes back negative. I don't know if their search functions.
Oh. Hi, Tabitha.
Hi, Tabitha.
Hello. So, Tabitha, we've just been making these hidden journal cards. That's what we've been making today. I'm debating whether to put maybe a piece of lace on the top of that one. It should do something, maybe something gold on that.
Dawn said, mentioning Amazon, thanks enablers. I received my paper from Monday's suggestion.
Oh, you're Nina? I do
Whoever
too,
bought it, good thing, because it's now up to $14.
because we all bought it. They went, oh, demand. Let's raise the price.
That's what I think it is.
I
bet-
agree. So now nobody buy it for a while. We'll see if it goes down.
yeah.
See if it goes back down. This one needs a black velvet.
What was it, the Nina White or?
Yep. Yep. Just the Nina
It was
White.
down to $12.50 for 250
Yeah.
sheets. And now today it's up to $14.06, I think.
Wow. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ink that.
Needless to say, I have strengthened my supply.
Which
Me
one
too.
swap or the regular?
I get the card stock because for journals, I use the white a lot. And because I get the 110, and so it'll hold the pages like the challenge we did. I use the 110 white.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you use Nina on that?
Uh-huh.
Wow, it looks great.
Yeah, and I got the bright white.
Mm-hmm.
Using white's not my favorite, but
when you do, because it needs white, it sure looks great. And the one you just did looks amazing.
thank you. Sylvia said, yes, mine was delivered yesterday like a baby. It was delivered, and I got the big boy.
Yeah, mine was delivered yesterday, and then today I got the notification that said it'll be delivered today. And then I got a notification saying your Nina has just been delivered. I went to the porch and there was nothing there because it was delivered yesterday.
Travis, and on Monday, we were talking about paper. I don't know how we got sidetracked, but we were talking about paper that we use or that I use for digital downloads, or paper that I use for making my albums. And we were talking about the Nina paper, 110-pound paper, and it's really, really, really white. And it was down to $12.50, something like that, for 250 sheets, which is a really good price.
A few weeks ago, it was 18 for comparison.
Yeah, a few weeks ago it was 17 something, almost $18, and then it was down to this $12.50. And today, when I'm looking, it's $14.06. It's still a good buy for 250
Sure.
sheets. It's 8.5 by 11, and it's nice to. I'm using it to make journals.
It's still a good buy. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's still a good buy at $14, but
yes,
because
we all bought it. I think we think that's why it went up in price. So now nobody buy it for a few weeks and watch it go back down again. If you need some. Yeah. Okay, let me see if there is anything in my ribbon scrap bin that is black that would go. I was wanting like some black velvet or something nice that would go on that.
I hear a song by Black Velvet.
Yeah.
The two sisters from Seattle, Bellevue.
No, there's another song that's just going through my head, and now all of a sudden I can't think of the name of it. But when you said that, that's what it made me think of. But it's not Black Velvet. It's oh goodness, somebody else is thinking of it. Somebody will say it.
Yeah, I can't think of their name. Heart by Heart.
Yep, that's the song. I didn't know they were from Bellevue. It's a Heart song. What?
What'd you say? Black Velvet's the song?
She said, "Isn't there Black Velvet?" It's not Black Velvet though. I don't think it's.
There's
what is
a song
it?
Black Velvet, but it's by Alana Miles. It's about Elvis. Yeah.
Okay, that's not the one I'm thinking of then.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, this is killing me. Amazon still has not fixed my freaking account. I'm not ready to cancel this crap.
Red Velvet.
Art song, what's the word?
No, it's oh gosh.
It's not.
No,
Okay, so I'm gonna try this a different way.
goodness, what's
Black Velvet, if you please. What is the
That's
song?
Alana Miles. That's the one that's about.
that's the one I'm thinking.
That's
Oh, okay. That's not Heart?
That's
No.
not hard.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
Well,
one of my favorite songs. It's Alana
Yeah.
Miles.
I don't know crud, do I?
Alana Miles.
I like Mississippi in a Dry Spell. That's
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
the one.
Black Velvet, if you please.
Okay. Yes. Yep. That's the
So
one.
if you read the songs, it says "Love Me Tender" in the aisle somewhere in there. The Black Velvet refers to his. Remember, he used to always have those paintings on black velvet.
Mm.
Elvis paintings on
Used
black
to have-
velvet.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet with that slow southern style.
That was Elvis. He's just talking about Elvis.
Bring it to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one I was thinking, and yeah, I couldn't think of who sang it. And then you said Heart, and I went, yeah, that
She's
sounds like Heart.
Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Alana Miles is Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
only
that's
song
a good song.
that was ever a hit, I think.
Ah, isn't one of her albums called Black Velvet?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have her album. I just have that song. I
I
know that
think
song
she was a wonder on this.
because it came out long. God, it came out what?
19
Long,
Something like that. It was like in the 80s or 90s.
long time ago.
Yep.
Long time ago.
I'm old.
Wow. Do you know how old she is?
No, I don't
Not that she's old, but it suddenly puts it in perspective because I'm thinking, man, that came out decades ago. I've been singing that forever. She's 63.
I'm older than that.
I know. I said it's not that she's old. It's just that I remember the song from way back when.
Yeah.
And I still hear the singers and I still think of them as young from when I first heard the song.
Yeah, Sylvia, I was wrong. It wasn't by heart.
Forgetting that they age like I do, I always think I age and they don't. Oh man.
Hi, Margie. She's
Oh,
on
yeah.
the computer.
The hair dye he used was called Black Velvet too. That's
That's funny.
Oh,
Black velvet, if you please. Ooh, I need to do something and put this on it as the tie. This turquoise. This would be pretty.
Yeah.
Black velvet in this. That'll be pretty.
Margie's taking off.
Bye, Margie.
you having problems with
Is your
her computer?
Is your computer giving you
Yeah.
fits, Margie? Darn it.
Sylvia, no, the 60 is not the new 40. No.
Okay, Margie, we'll see you tomorrow at 1:00 my time. That's 2:00 your time. 60 is the new 40. Yes. 60 is now middle-aged. Right?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I don't feel middle
Yep.
aged.
I mean, middle age used to be what, 30s and 40s? No, middle age is now 60.
Hey,
Old age is
20. I feel like 25 until I bend over.
yeah, exactly.
There you go. There you go.
Until
In my
90s.
mind.
So
Or I have to move.
we got plenty of time. Old age isn't even until 90. I could just do
Candy.
something like that across the top too.
Oh, that's pretty. Pretty paper.
That's pretty.
Yeah, instead of doing a whole tie, just do something like that. The black and white. It's a little creamy, not quite so white, but
Yeah, we've all stopped while you keep making.
I just keep playing.
We need to put you on big screen.
Oh, come on now. Going through my little scrap bucket here. So ladies, when we do the 12-hour birthday party, not only bring your paper scrap buckets, but bring your lace scrap buckets, your lace and trim and ribbon. and especially lace scraps, even little bitty scraps. I got some good scrap busters for that. Oh, this one. This is what I was looking for. This is white like the paper.
That's
That'd
pretty.
be pretty. Yeah, I like that. Like that one. And maybe, is there enough to put on the top and the bottom? It starts to undo when I cut it because, that's what it does. I don't know. I don't think there's enough to go across the top and the bottom. Nope, not well.
Sylvia says cut her some slack. She flunked her senior cognitive test.
Oh, Sylvia, you silly girl. It cracks me up. Sylvia's as quick as anyone. Yeah, I like that. And that can go on with Fabri-Tac. Which side am I using as the front? Doesn't matter. Whichever one I glue this one on, that's now the front. Okay, I'll use that one. That might need some black and to go on a red and black journal. Maybe that just needs, I don't know. Are y'all tired of making? Are y'all just tired?
I'm just tired.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Maybe gold. Got any nice, pretty gold trim? Red and gold's pretty.
Might. Yeah, I pulled that out thinking for the red and black journal, but it's kind of a weird shade of red.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not as red as that red and black paper.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I wanted. It's not right. It's not
That's
the.
like a Valentine.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that
Let's
red graphic 45?
No, it is.
It looks
What
kind of
is
like
it?
the graphic 45 paper.
It does. It's from this crimson.
Oh, that's really red.
It's an American Crafts. Well, you'd think it is,
You pull it to the other.
but yeah. But then, I pulled it out and it just doesn't look as red. It looks more, I don't know what, pink red. I don't know.
That black and white paper. That black
kind of
red
pretty.
down there.
Like this one.
No, the one you have down there underneath your hand. On the right.
This is pink.
That's pink.
That's
Oh,
pink.
it looks red.
It looks
I
red.
bring it up.
And now it's starting to look pink because you bring it closer
Yeah.
to the camera.
When I bring it closer, yeah, this is pink with black velvet.
Oh, okay. It looks
So,
red.
Now watch this. Now you'll be able to see the difference.
Mm-mm.
It does still look red, but it's pink, and that's red. Uh-huh.
Red when it's
What
down.
makes this look redder?
It looks redder when you put it back down on the desk.
Oh, it looks more orange when I bring it up high, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And so my thought was to embellish it with something black and put some kind of black tie so that it would be black and red for a black and red.
Black bow on it.
This would be pretty on this black and white one too.
Very pretty.
I like that one better.
This one better than the first one? I think that's, which is the back. Yeah, I like that one too.
The other one kind of blended in with the pattern of the paper.
Kind of did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I wanted, I could put this on the top and the bottom because there's plenty. Not that I want to. Oh, but maybe I just want to put it all the way around. All the way around the top.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
There we go. Like that. That'll be pretty. Isn't six? I'm 21 forever. Yep, agree with you. I agree with you. We're all 21 forever. Come. Oh, you guys aren't chatting either. Are you all tired?
10-minute warning.
10-minute warning. 10-minute warning. Okay, wait a minute. Here's some. Nope, that's pink. but there's some, okay, there's some black and there was some red of that too. I could probably put those together. And use them with this one. Cut that off and
Or make a bow. Make a bow with it.
yeah, could make a bow. It'd be easier to make a hole, put it through the hole and tie a bow, wouldn't it? Let me make them the same length and see if that helps.
I always just make the bow and then cut it.
Well, just because this one is so darn long that it's kind of in the way.
What did you do that for?
This stuff feels like it's hardly long enough to even.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll undo it. Go back to make the bow without the knot in the middle.
Yeah, I always just make 2 rabbit ears and tie it.
Yeah. I was just thinking this stuff was going to slip and slide out and be hard to deal with. So, but, there's, not that much of it.
Might make the bow you can have red and black. Kind of make it, pull them out.
All right.
Need a fork.
Yeah, I kind of do. Easier if I can get them in a little twist. Get them all in an uproar.
Sylvia's jesseling potential journal cards, covers, and tags.
Anything not moving, she says.
This is not working. I do need a fork. Wait a minute. But you know me. I can't give up. I'm kind of stubborn that way. I can't give up. I can get this. Hang on a minute. One just needs to go through. That. Oops. Now I'll get it through and then not know which way to pull it. But the whole thing has to come through. Oh, goodness. She will spend 10 minutes to make this bow. Just because she has to prove it to herself that she can. Oh my goodness. Nope. All right. All right, anybody have an easier way to make a bow with a short piece of tulle? 2 short pieces of tulle? Maybe if I go clear out here so I've got a little more room to go around.
Just kind of make a big loop and use a twist tie in the center to make that.
Oh, I could do that. Oh. Not giving up. Gonna get it.
10 minutes to make a bow, ladies.
Gonna get it. How did that end up so long? Making Candy laugh. She's gonna die, coughing, choking. Now what am I supposed to do? Just glue that on?
Mm-hmm.
It'd have been easier just to tie it through a hole.
Yeah, but this way.
But this way, it's a pretty bow. And I helped. That's funny. All right. That red's short, so it's got to be up front. And that one's kind of too long. So get that all together and hope I didn't cut that too short. Well, that didn't.
They don't need to be even.
No, it was just, I don't want it even. I just don't want it. It's going to get shorter and shorter. All right. Is that good enough? It better be, because that's all it's getting.
Cute.
Does that work?
I think it's cute.
It better work.
I think it's cute.
Very
Okay.
cute.
Clip through
And
the
that side's too
Oh.
even.
center, and you have a dangle off of it.
A dangle off of it? A
Yeah.
charm or something?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to glue it on.
Andy.
I'm going to glue it on. I'm going to glue it together first so it doesn't come undone.
Yeah.
Okay, Fabri-Tac. And then going to glue it on nice and generously. Fabri-Tac. Which side's the front? Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Because I can add the charm. Okay. That's going to go in a red and black journal. It's going to get something. I don't know. I'm going to wait till I do the journal because I might not want bulk.
Yeah.
Down there.
Up over the top of your book so the bow sticks out.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to let that dry. There we go. I did it. I really, really did it. I want that red up here though, so because it's so short. I'm going to give it a tiny bit of glue there. And that red over the top. So that stays up there. Because there's not much of it. There we go. I'm happy with that. All right. Now, you like the bigger white one on the black and white?
I mean, the other one was pretty too, but I just think it kind of blended in with the pattern of the paper.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like another. I mean, it just looked like that.
This one does, let's see, which is the front? This is the front. It doesn't lay as flat because it's kind of curved. Maybe it won't matter. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't lay flat, so it's going to be kind of, I don't know. Where did the other little one go? This is a little tiny one. At the top? That is the top. Oh, poor thing. It does look, it looks like another pattern in the paper, except when you see it in real life,
Yeah.
it's dimensional and nothing else is dimensional, but it does look like a pattern of the paper.
It does. It kind of blends in, I think.
Kind of cool. But in real life, it doesn't because
Okay.
because it does look dimensional. So why is that? Let's see. That one pulled out. And that one also is being pulled. Get those back.
Fisherman's Friends. That one of those coughing things, Laura? Cough syrup type thing. I've been on whiskey.
Don't choke, yeah. What's she recommending?
Friends. Laura
Oh.
said she would throw some Fisherman's Friends through the screen.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm familiar with that. Is it a Canadian thing or have you seen it here?
Yeah. Yeah. I do a lot of those. Well, I've done whiskey and honey for a good bit, but
Yeah. Make sure I have the right side.
the throat lozenges, it's got menthol in them. It's got a
Oh, yeah.
chloroseptic with the
Yes.
that's the stuff in the center that does, yeah, kind of numbs your throat.
Yes.
They're kind of nice,
Like that chloroseptic spray
but they're
numbs your.
horrible. They taste horrible.
Yeah. Okay, so those of you who made these, be sure to take your pictures and post them in the group. Hashtag mass make hidden journal card. Now when I cut this off, I'm going to have to put some Fabri-Tac on there to make sure the end stays together on both ends. Yeah, it looks like another pattern, but in real life it looks dimensional. It's the only one that stands up, so that's kind of cool. I need to refill my Fabri-Tac.
Thumbs up, ladies, if you haven't already done.
Thank you for remembering. Margie probably said it earlier and I didn't even see it, but
Yeah.
Because she always remembers. We do appreciate the thumbs up. Let us know you care. Same place tomorrow, 1:00 for the sale. I will put the link in the group. Glynis will text the link out as usual. If you are not on Glynis's list, to get it texted to you, not text, message through chat, let me know. We'll get you on that list. It just makes it so you don't have to go find it. You've got the link right there, ready to go. But we will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 12 o'clock Pacific, 1 Mountain, 2 Central, 3 Eastern for the sale. And yeah, we'll probably, I don't know. We haven't worked out the exact order of where everything is going to go, but just know that at some point in the sale, we're going to do clearance on whatever tools I have left. They are being clearanced because there's not a ton of them. So whatever is being clearanced, really low prices. Got to make room for some new stuff. So apparently they are English. Oh, no idea if they're in the States, but I feel the Halls and Ricola are mostly candy, while these are medicine. Yeah. And I feel like they're for different purposes. Ricola, there's a sugar-free that I like, and that's only if my throat's just a little bit dry or scratchy. That works. But yeah, when you're sick like Candy is right now, you got that whole throat going in, that numbing stuff in the middle is really helpful.
Yeah, they're.
All right, thanks for hanging with us, and we'll look in the group for everybody's posts. I'll get a picture. I'll clean up my desk a little bit here and get a picture and post mine. Debbie and Candy probably already have, because they're just really good that way. Yep. And way faster than me always.
Pretty.
Cool. Thanks for coming today, guys. Have the rest of a great day. Thanks, Laura. Don't forget a thumbs up if you haven't already, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Love you all. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.